Hello and welcome to Leeds Hacks News on Tuesday the 26th of April. I'm Stephen Garvey.
And I'm Chloe Mincher. Here are today's headlines.
The first all-out doctor strike in the history of the NHS has begun in England.
Retailer BHS is teetering close to a collapse after going into administration.
And Smoke Barbecue in Leeds opens its doors to help students de-stress from exam pressures.
Junior doctors are taking part in a national two-day strike, including protesting outside Leeds General Infirmary.
The strike is the first all-out doctor strike in the history of the NHS. Junior doctors are calling for Jeremy Hunt to rethink the contract, which they claim will require them to work unsafe hours. Holly Beattie reports.
Resilience, dedication, spirit and unity. Scenes of a strong togetherness here today at Leeds General Infirmary.
Junior doctors walked out of the hospital at 8 o'clock this morning and will be out here till 5 p.m. protesting the contract that Jeremy Hunt has laid out for them, which they say requires them to work unsafe hours and puts patients' lives at risk.
Today we're here to show solidarity for the junior doctors. I feel very much that they look after us when we really need them, so I think it's only right and proper that we come and look after them when they really need us. Commoners Choir is a community choir. We get together and we sing meaningful songs about meaningful things and do meaningful events. So we're here. We've sung a slightly disrespectful song about Jeremy Hunt, but a very truthful song about Jeremy Hunt.
Cheers have been set out urging David Cameron and Jeremy Hunt to renegotiate with junior doctors.
We are out here in great number because we are dedicated to an NHS that is safe and to a medical profession that is well staffed. We've had phenomenal support today from members of the public. Lots of cars have been tooting their horn, lots of people have come to us and given us tea and coffee to keep us warm while we're standing out here. We've not heard any negative comments from the members of the public. So the concern with the contract is that it's unsafe because the government are trying to spread 5 days worth of resources and funds and staff over 7 days. The NHS is already on its knees. We don't have enough doctors now to staff the hospitals in the way we'd like to.
Jeremy Hunt has rejected calls to negotiate with junior doctors and said the strike must be defeated. But the majority of doctors are still out here protesting, with just a small minority staying in work and avoiding the picket lines. Over the next 2 days, we will see if David Cameron and Jeremy Hunt shift their stance on the new contract.
One of the largest UK retailers, BHS, has gone into administration.
Although there is no sign of any immediate store closures, the future for the department store is uncertain. Bethany Vaughan has more.
Today both BHS stores in Leeds remain open despite the department's shop's unclear future. Leeds Trinity and White Rose Shopping Centre holds 2 out of 164 stores that are located across the UK.
We spoke to shoppers today to find out what they think about BHS being in administration.
I think it's very sad. It's a shop that I've grown up with. I realise that I think it's kind of gone out of favouritism, but if you take the time to trawl in amongst the things at BHS, I think you can still find things that are worth buying.
But I do think that it's sad because we lost CNA, which was like ideal for people of my age. I mean, my daughter wouldn't buy anything from BHS, but there's some nice things in there, and there's some things that's quite expensive, I think, for what they're offering.
Well, it's been around quite a lot of years on it, to be honest. I don't really shop in there. I think it's for old people, but I do have a breakfast in there occasionally, so I might lose a bit of weight with clothing, so it's good for me, really.
The department store has been around for 88 years and it has established itself as a popular retailer amongst shoppers. I'm Bethany Vaughan reporting for Leeds Hacks.
The Independent Food and Drink Academy was at the Belgrave Music Hall and Canteen today.
The scheme is intended to support established entrepreneurs in the area to take their next steps developing their food businesses. Jessica Pickard reports.
It's a busy day today at the Belgrave Music Hall as local businesses have come to take part in the Independent Food and Drink Academy. Leeds is well known for its independent food scene, with numerous entrepreneurs turning to Leeds for inspiration.
The company was launched by Leeds Beckett University staff, who designed the programme to offer advice, support and training to the businesses in the area. The strategies include helping them professionalise, sustain and grow the independent food and drink scene in the Leeds City region. I spoke to 2 business startups about how the academy has benefited them.
I'd say that it's brought everyone together from NCAS and all the industry sort of leaders and from the council and what have you, to really put everything, all the information together.
But it's brought everybody together in one place, and it's given me food for thought. I'm a new startup and I'm looking to get more and more help, and this is the type of place that is going to give me that.
What businesses are involved in the scheme?
Well, at the moment we're just launching, so it is going to be a membership scheme, and we want businesses to become members, and then we'll give them a whole host of benefits and insights. But the guest speakers we've got and people who've already supported us are like leading independent food operators and drink operators. So you've got people such as Red's Barbecue, big organisation but independent. You've got Martin Wollstonecroft with Arc Inspirations.
I'm Jessica Pickard for Leeds Tax News.
In other news, Yorkshire Business Week is less than a month away.
Representatives from businesses big and small will be attending the event at the Royal Armouries in May. Oliver Dixon has more.
Last year, Bar Yorkshire was held here at the Royal Armouries, where over 4,000 delegates and 180 exhibitors came to network and shape the future of Yorkshire business. I spoke to Rachel Hatfield, founder and director at Shoe Social Media, to discuss the importance of Yorkshire Business Week.
It's got a really good following. They've worked really hard to build up their brand as a networking group called Yorkshire Mafia, and taken that networking group and made it into a conference, which is really valuable for small businesses, and that's why it attracts a really good following, and it's a great way to sort of meet new connections and build up people.
Yeah, you mentioned small businesses. What effect does networking have on these smaller businesses?
It's a survival for small business. You've got to have relationships with other business people. We don't have a huge marketing budget, so we rely on sort of referrals from other businesses to help us grow and sort of connect and reach out to other people. We've grown our business from having no branding to like a brand that's done really well, and that's hugely important to actually go and talk to people, just to show that you're human, which is massively important to me. It's all about customer service.
Yorkshire Mafia has said that they are expecting a bigger turnout than ever this year, and the event is to take place on the 17th and 18th of May. Oliver Dixon, Leeds Tax News.
It's a stressful time of year for many students, but a local restaurant has come to the rescue.
Smoke Barbecue in Leeds launched an event this week which offered students a chance to try the delicious menu and de-stress. Lee Francis reports.
With dissertations being handed in and exam cramming fully underway, third-year students at Leeds Beckett University will certainly be feeling the pressure right now. The authentic wood-fired pit barbecue restaurant is holding an exclusive event to offer 20% off the food bill for Leeds Beckett University students. I spoke to Verity Clark of Approach PR, and she explained why the event was being held.
We decided to have a specific student event to attract the younger generation into the restaurant. Smoke has been going for 3 years in Sheffield and has just opened up very successfully in Glasgow, and we wanted to open our doors and invite students in to get to know the barbecue food.
I also spoke to the owner, Sean Gregory, and asked if it was going to be an event that they will be repeating and about the food they had on offer.
I think we're going to do one a month. It's not going to be a yearly thing. One a month. I like having a crowd of people in, let them try the barbecue, so yeah, we'll look to do more and very soon. We don't use any gas in the cooking process, it's all wood, from the smoking of the meat to the finish of the meat on the oak-fired pit. It's authentic Texan barbecue. That's how they do it in the States. There's a pulled pork plate, and also they can either choose from, I think they can choose one of the burgers that we do as well, and a couple of the sides on there. It's giving them a true flavour of what we do.
No one is really sure where the term barbecue originated. One thing is for sure, however, the students are really enjoying the food on offer.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, really good. Surprised by the size of the portions. No, definitely. Yeah.
Portions were good sizes. The brownie was great.
Yeah, it's been really good. It's been so nice.
Surprisingly good.
Well, I can't come to a barbecue restaurant and not taste the food, so let's give it a try. Very nice. Lee Francis reporting, or should that be eating, at Smoke Barbecue for Leeds Tax News.
This Saturday marks the return of the annual Live at Leeds Music Festival.
The award-winning event will be happening all around Leeds city centre at venues such as the O2 Academy, Belgrave Music Hall and the Leeds Beckett Student Union. Alicia Lansom reports.
Live at Leeds Music Festival is celebrating its 10-year anniversary this weekend. Venues across the city will be hosting acts such as Jess Glynn and the Mystery Jets.
We came to the newest addition to the venues, Hedgerow House, to speak to events coordinator Ben Lewis about the festival.
So what's your involvement in Live at Leeds?
So I am one of the bookers for Hedgerow House and Belgrave Music Hall, and this year we are two of the official venues for Live at Leeds. And this is going to be my first year in 5 years that I'm not officially working for Live at Leeds, as I was one of the promoters for it for the last few years, but have since moved on.
And what sort of acts have you got coming to Hedgerow House?
At Hedgerow House this year we've got, it's quite electronic and R&B centric, so we've got a girl called Girly, who is kind of electro-popish stuff, kind of Grimes, but a little bit scarier. It's a bit strange. We've got a guy called Jelani Blackman, who is kind of an R&B singer and rapper, and he's really, really good. A guy called DC as well. So we've got some really good stuff on here.
And why do you think that Live at Leeds is good for Leeds as a city in general?
I think any event like this in the city is really good. It kind of brings loads of people not from Leeds into Leeds, but then it also brings loads of exciting talent to Leeds, and you know, there's a lot of people who are into a lot of different kinds of music here, and it just gives them a chance to get out to all the venues and see all that stuff.
Leeds has played host to the festival since 2007, with some of the artists going on to become Grammy Award winners. With the likes of Kareem Bailey Ray and Band of Schools set to perform, the lineup caters for all music tastes. Tickets are still available for Saturday's event at £32.50. Alicia Lansom reporting for Leeds Tax News.
It has been a pretty bleak day today in Leeds, but what have we got in store for the next couple of days, Chloe?
Tomorrow will start brightly, but expect rain in the early hours of the afternoon, with highs of 10 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, it's more of the same on Thursday, with highs of only 8 degrees.
And that is all we have time for today. Have a lovely evening. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.